this is Tabia, and today I'm going to share my shopping list for Edinburgh Yarn Festival with you. When you watch this, I will just have arrived in Edinburgh, and by the end of this video I hope that you will have some inspiration on what vendors to check out and are just getting more and more excited because now is that time of the year. Festival is here and I'm so looking forward to it. And yes, let's jump right in. First of all, I have listed some yarn brands that I wanted to check out, and on the top of my list is Blacky Yarns, and they, I think it's every year, sponsor the festival, and they had a really large booth even last year, and I was there, but I kind of got overwhelmed by all of the different yarns that they have. So this year I want to check them out a little bit more closely. I have seen a lot of ads for their Semite yarn, which is a silk blend, but usually I get inspired by colors, so I think I will see what colors I like, and probably I might go for a fingering weight or something. But that's really something that I want to bring with me home from there. Second on the list is JC Rennie's, which is a Scottish wool brand. And when I went to Edinburgh last year, I went to Kathy's Knits, which is a local shop in Edinburgh. And a friend of mine, she bought a sweater quantity there, but I already had shopped on the festival and yeah, somehow I didn't do it. But really since then I have never really stopped thinking about the yarn, so I think that this year maybe I will get my hands on it. I also want to check out Rauwerk Wolle, which is a German brand, and they opened a store in Munich like a couple of years ago or something. I have seen them popping up on Instagram here and there, and my parents live quite close to Munich, so naturally I have been interested in the wool that they are doing, so that's also something that's on my list to check out. And finally I want to check out the John Arben Knit by Numbers. Last year I've bought a skein of Viola yarn, which I really like. If you watched my video on my New Year's resolution, then you might know that I'm struggling a little bit with the mitts that I'm making due to my gauge and the way I knit, but I really love the yarn. The color is so beautiful. And then I've made my Mount Pleasant tee in a wool by a Swedish wool dyer, which is called Mousse of Colors. And the yarn that she dyed on the yarn base is spun by John Arben. So if I can get, and I think it's a 100% BFL, so if I can get anything similar to that, then I'm totally gonna buy it, I think. And we'll see. Often when I'm like at a festival or at a store or something, then I can get a little bit overwhelmed, and in that cases I rather don't buy. But as I really love the Moods of Color yarn, I really want to check out John Arben again. For all of the yarns that I just mentioned, I don't have any particular patterns in mind yet, and I guess there will be tons of inspiration at the festival, and I will see many things that maybe I want to make afterwards. But there's one pattern that I think I will have to get yarn from some of those brands from, or any other if I find any that I like. And the pattern is the Stockbridge by Isolda, which is just this basic stockinette stitch cardigan, and I'm really lacking a marine blue or like dark blue cardigan in my wardrobe, and I have never knitted one of Isolda's patterns, and this one really in the description just stood out to me because I think it's like really thought through, I guess as all of her patterns, but I really am curious to knit something of hers, and I love the cardigan and I need one, and I think it shouldn't be too hard to find a yarn for that at the festival. Another thing that I want to check out is Marie Wallen's booth, And I've also mentioned her in my resolutions for this year and things that I want to make, because I really want to make a Fair Isle garment with an all-over pattern, and it seems to be really hard for me to get going with that, so I decided I will just buy a kit. And I love the Yale cardigan in her latest book Shetland, but she also has this Fair Isle Club where you can sign in and then you will get the pattern and the yarn kit, and then I think she uploads like videos and helps you along the way. And I really hope that maybe she has the pattern or a kit at the festival with her. That would be so awesome. So either I want to get that or a yarn kit or the yarn and the book for the Yale cardigan. And then of course something that I also mentioned in my video on how to shop at a yarn festival is that I want to be flexible. So if I see something that I really like, that strikes my fancy, then of course I'm always open to buying. But what am I looking for particularly? Yes, I think I will watch out for non-superwash yarns and probably yarns from the UK, because that's always the thing that I find most exciting, to check out the local yarns and see like special breeds or some things that we just can't get hold of here in Sweden. So non-superwash yarns, probably in fingering, is something that I'm looking out for. And just as last year, I also want to get sweater quantities rather than just buying single skeins, because I feel they are much more usable, and I love knitting sweaters and you know, all of that stuff. I love knitting sweaters, and yeah, I think if I have a sweater quantity, I feel that I have a stash that I can knit from and that is really useful and that like I get inspired by and can use, rather than just having those odd single skeins here and there that's like really hard to mash together and turn into a garment or whatever. And if possible, then I might also try to not only buy one color in a sweater quantity and maybe like add some contrasting colors for doing some color work or something, but it didn't really work out so well last year to do that, and I will see if I will be able to do that even though I don't have a particular pattern in mind. So that's everything on my list. I think it is quite enough. We will see what I will get, and next week's video will be a vlog, so there you will see my haul, and I'm quite curious if it will be the way that I thought it will be. If you are in Edinburgh and spot me, please come and say hi. It would be so lovely to chat to any of you. Thank you so much for watching. You can subscribe to my channel if you, just like me, cannot get enough of knitting and never want to stop thinking or talking of it. You can also leave a comment down below if you have any plans on what to buy in Edinburgh yourself, or if you have any other brands that just in general you're particularly interested right now. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, follow me on Instagram, I'm at Taboos in there, do all of the things, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye!